Good morning. It's been a few days since the last video and we've gone through a bunch of places. It might be kind of loud. We've since driven through Banff. I didn't record anything in Banff because we were there throughout a weekend and it was super busy. The trails are just jam-packed with people. I didn't want to record. But we are now in Yoho National Park and we are at the Kicking Horse Campground, and we got a pretty nice spot here. I'll show you in a little bit. But we are today going to Paget Peak viewpoint. Most of the real signature trails in this national park are snowed in or there's avalanche danger, so they have those sections closed out. So they say we can't get up to Paget Peak, but the Paget viewpoint is perfectly fine. So we'll do that. Yesterday we went up to Emerald Lake and just did the loop around there. We're gonna go back because also for the last maybe 4 days, it's been really smoky. There's been a lot of wildfires up north, and the north wind just blew it down, and you've barely been able to see anything. In fact, there's a mountain behind me. It's pretty clear today, but for a while, it was just a haze. So it's gotten a lot better. The sun is a normal color. It's not the orangish, reddish color that it is when there's wildfire smoke in the air. So it should be good views today. Let's go. Come on, join us and check out Paget Peak viewpoint. Here I am at the road that goes into our campsite. That's our neighbors there. But we chose this one because it's got a longer driveway, and if we park the car sideways, we get pretty good privacy at the table, and there's a fire pit to the left. And it's actually really level. It looks like it's not level, but it is level, interestingly enough. We're at the trailhead for this hike, and check out this trailhead. It's basically sitting on top of the highway here. And it's right over Waterfowl Lake. So you get just amazing views of the lake here. Look at that lake. That is the Trans-Canada Highway, Route 1. It's a very busy highway and it goes right through the park. But beautiful. See glaciers up there. Beautiful. Let's get going. A lot of this area, as well as in Banff, they have these huge fences. We saw a sign that they're electrified as well. Looks like the top one might be, and that's to keep all the wildlife off the highway. Otherwise, there's gonna be a lot of people and animals getting killed. And they do have those wildlife overpasses built throughout this park as well as Banff. So I guess it's kind of reasonable, but you think they need more of those overpasses. I think the trail is this way. Oh yeah. I guess this isn't as popular a trailhead. They just have this porta potty / pit toilet thing here, really old one, and we're off. Paget Lookout 3.6 kilometers. So ever since past the gate, it feels like wilderness, and we've gone far enough away that we can't hear the highway noise anymore, but still no sign of animals, but it's really wooded in. You can't really see far on either direction. And I don't know if there's much up here. We haven't seen any scat or prints, or definitely no claw marks on trees. I haven't seen any of those in Canada at all yet. But we're hoping we see something today, especially maybe from the lookout. Oh, we forgot the binoculars. Next time. Oh, in case you're wondering why I'm using a GoPro all the time instead of bringing the big cameras, I don't really have a clip that fits well enough. I find when you put a heavy camera on a real light backpack, it twists it like crazy. And using trekking poles because it's a bit of a climb today. And we may go to the peak. If it looks like the ascent part isn't too bad from the lookout area, it is 1,500 feet more in 0.8 miles, or I don't know, mile. It's quite steep, so we may not and just call it a day here. But we'll try to be quiet. We're still making some noise, especially as you ascend over a hill or where it's really thick and curvy, just because we don't want to scare any mama bears. But we are trekking along. We've been in the tree line most of the time, and every now and then we got great views. But we think we're at the lookout now. Let's see what you can see from there. It looks open. Nice. If the weather's bad up here, you could definitely hide out in here. I bet some people camp here. Although there seems to be poops everywhere, probably from all the ground squirrels and chipmunks coming by. But oh my gosh, great views. I think it's Shepherd Lake down. Oh wait, that's Waterfowl Lake or something like that. We just we parked down there. There's another lake down there we can't quite see. We'll go outside and take a look. Look at the views from up here. Looks like snowboards. Yeah. Wow. Wow. The smoke's really cleared up, but you can see on the left it's much thicker. Wow. See any mountain goats? This is the viewpoint, and that is Paget Peak. We'll believe, I mean, it's only one around here, so that's gotta be it. We heard the rest of the hike up there is scrambly. It doesn't look too bad, doesn't look too sketchy, so we're just gonna go for it. And if it looks bad, we'll come down, but it looks pretty clear snow and it's not super steep. So we're gonna go for it. I thought it was gonna be much harder, but I read the map wrong. It's only 750 feet up from here, and it's only about 0.7 miles. So 1,000 feet per mile of scramble, that's not bad at all. Piece of cake, right? But I think the hard part is staying on any kind of trail. I think it's gonna be kind of rough, do what you can kind of thing going on, because I think it goes on that way. Wish us luck. A lot of the trails up here are quite steep, but I think one of the hardest things is pretty much, it's like every mountain, as you get closer to the top, you just wind up hitting fields of rock. And it's one of those screed things where you step and you slide down, and you have to go slowly, and it's more tiring. Let me give you an example of what I'm seeing here. There's no good place to stand. You just have to walk. And best hope is finding rocks that are buried in there. Otherwise, you're just slipping and sliding the whole way up. And I think I just went off a trail a little bit. But you gotta really use your trekking poles. But there's another rock there. Hope it's buried well enough. And you hear that rock rolling down. You gotta keep a lot of space between your hiking buddies so you don't hurt them. It is an ordeal, but we don't have far to go. There's no sign of a good trail. I think I'm just in like a scree field here. Sometimes momentum is the way to go. Otherwise you slide down too far. Oh, there's some loose rock over here. Packed, oh. It's more packed gravel instead of loose gravel. Whew. Check out all the layers on these rocks. It's like alternating one after another forever. Usually you see bands of them, but it's one after another. I think they're like years or hundreds of years, but they're just cycles of it over and over and over and over. I guess water deposits. I don't know. I'm guessing this whole area was under the ocean at some point and got pushed up, and I could see like marine life residue and soil, marine life residue. Who knows? Who knows? It's a pretty cool rock. And there's the peak right up ahead, I think. Huh. Oh, and I don't remember seeing that one. We do remember seeing this one. I think that's the false summit that's in front of it. And that is the real summit. It looks like it does get scrambly on the last bits, but I think still doable. I think. This was just laying on a trail. It's like a perfect example of the layers of rock. It's amazing. It's amazing. Hurry up. We're almost on the ridge. Tina's up at the top. Look at all the snow on the other side. We've been pretty snow free, but wow. It's not a super technical, but just difficult hike up to the top. Felt like it was never ending. Look at the drops here. Nice. Look at the snow right here. That's gonna come apart any second.
No, you don't want to be below that.
No, that's overhanging and loose. Let's see it from the other side. But first, let's get to the peak.
Which one is it? This or that?
Ah, criminy. That one looks taller. Let's check the map. We were up there. That was a false peak. We were planning on just following the trail straight, but it just led to a cliff. So we backtracked a little and came down. And now we're gonna go somewhere down there and stay right of that snow and then go up to the peak up there. We think we finally made it. We're calling it. And I think we called it correctly. There's a logbook there. There's like a little box. Let's check it out and see when the last time someone climbed this was. There haven't been any logbooks anywhere, so I haven't brought any pencils or pens. Oh, I do have a pen in my pack. I always keep one. Boom. Let's sign so everyone knows we came up here to Paget Peak.
Is this one right?
No, that's gotta be it. We're not going up there. That's a lot further.
Yeah.
What's cool is over here, you could actually see a road in Banff. So we are at a peak visible from both Banff and Yoho National Park roads. Oh, there's a beautiful lake down there. Look at all the snow. We are high up. Whew. Let's see what Tina's up to here. Good. Nice dry ammo box.
I found a buddy for the T-Rex that we're having.
You're supposed to leave something though.
Oh.
We should have brought our dinosaur up here and left him.
In Livingston we found a little T-Rex and it's about the same size. I think they belong to the same collection.
Yeah, darn. What's the latest
May 13th,
one? May 13th.
16th.
Rochelle Cole. What's today? Today's the 19th, so nobody's been up for 3 days, but that's surprising. We had several people in May.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 entries in May. So.
Yeah.
Or 5 entries this year.
Paget Peak, doable in May, at least to some people. All right, let's sign and go somewhere less windy and take a break. We're up here. From here you could see the summit of Paget Peak. It's right there, and you can see the cornice. And there's all that snow overhang. And it just goes all along here. It's huge. Crazy. There's so much snow and it's so thick right there. It's all on that side. Really fortunate. This peak has been pretty snow-free. Definitely no danger with snow, but man, it's crazy how much snow is up there. And then that mountain is barren, like nothing there. Crazy. And this whole thing below me is gonna be a big cornice as well. And you just see lakes and lakes and lakes. Just see everything. We are so high up. How do you feel, Tina? Pretty beautiful.
Although the ascent was longer than 700.
Yeah, it was a lot higher than we had to go. Worth it though. We're still descending, but unfortunately this part is kind of straight down, little zigzags. I'm waiting until Tina goes to the side a little before I go straight in case I knock a huge rock down or something. But it looks like she's starting to go sideways a little now. I think I should start. This is a super steep part. You can actually see the lookout shelter like over there, and it's super steep right here. Believe it or not, you can also see the pull-in, the turnoff from the Highway 1 into our campground over there. Oh. We're back at the campsite. It was quite a hike down. It was really steep the whole way, so I didn't really film any of that, but there were quite a couple times at least both of us slid and slid. So it was good to be over. It was super steep, and I'll figure out the map, like actual height, elevation gain, and miles, and post it here. See it right there. But it was a doozy of a hike. But the sweet thing is, from there you could see all down Yoho National Park, and we went to the field trading post to get sodas, and from there you could see the top of the mountain. And as we pulled into this campground, the off-road from Highway 1, you could see the top of the mountain. It's just always fun when you hike up a mountain and then you kind of, as you're moving around, you see it up there. So pretty sweet. So Paget Peak, I think it's totally worth it. It's tough, but check it out. Let me give you a tour of our campsite here. We parked the car sideways like this because basically it just blocks the view from anybody in the street. And we have a nice fire pit here. It's actually a sweet campsite, and the fire pit's got nice level surfaces. This is Bow River flowing like crazy. I went down there earlier. I stuck my feet in there a foot, and it was ice cold. Not even sure if you can hear me. And there's Tina preparing dinner tonight. We got a hammock hung up, clothes airing out, and that's it for today. Yeah, that's it for today. There's nothing else. We're just gonna eat soon and start a fire, and we're gonna cook some potatoes in the fire, so that's like second dinner. But we're just gonna chill out for the rest of the day. We are here at Kicking Post Campground, campsite number 69. That is the best site in the whole place. Unless you want to see the mountains, then we're kind of closed in. But this campground is pretty nice. We were joking that it's probably the nicest walk to the shower we've ever had. And the shower building's brand new. All the showers new. And as you walk to the shower, you can see, I forget the name of the glacier, but you can see the glacier up top as you walk. It's just beautiful, beautiful area. Anyway, thanks for watching. You all take care. Have a good night. And see you next time as we go up Hoodoo.